Hello everybody, my name's Atley. Welcome back to my SnowRunner Hard Mode playthrough. We're in the Voron AE with a pallet of concrete blocks, and I've got a bit of explaining to do basically. And if you're watching this kind of following along, then it's been a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks since the last episode went out. A couple of reasons for that, but the main reason is that I've lost an episode. So I did a recording. I was quite happy with it. Did about an hour and a quarter's gameplay, and for whatever reason my DaVinci Resolve editing software cannot edit that recording. So I record with OBS and I edit with DaVinci Resolve, and the DaVinci Resolve crashes after about 3 or 4 minutes of me trying to edit footage on that save. So I've basically lost about an hour and 15 minutes worth of gameplay, and part of the delay in me recording a follow-up episode has been me trying to do everything I can to get that footage to work. I've tried re-encoding it with a Handbrake, which may be getting into a bit of video editing stuff that people aren't too interested in, but I've tried re-encoding it and then editing the footage. It still doesn't work. I've tried all sorts. And including reformatting my PC in case there was a corruption in DaVinci Resolve that hadn't been fixed by uninstalling and reinstalling, which I've done loads of stuff basically. The long story short is that footage is useless. I can watch it, but as soon as I put it into DaVinci, it won't edit. So, and then I got myself into a little bit of a mental block of how to proceed. After I'd eventually given up on that recording, like, how do I get back into it? And it's just caused me a little bit of a delay in getting back to recording the next episode. And you've missed some stuff. You've missed an hour and 15 minutes worth of footage, which would have been the normal 45 minutes worth of video by the time I'd edited it down. So you've missed an episode. I didn't do a lot in that episode. One of the reasons I struggled and really put some effort into trying to not lose it is that there's a fairly important little bit of game mechanics there that completely caught me out, and I am making up for it with this particular truck. Voron AE has just come in from Albany River with a pallet of concrete blocks, and that is that I want to unlock the second gateway, and those of you that have already done this will know this. You can only deliver the materials to unlock that gateway on the Burn Forest side of the gateway. You need 3 pallets of concrete blocks, and there's only 2 in the whole of the Burn River map. So you have to bring a 3rd pallet through, and I didn't know that. I didn't think about that. I came through with a truck, delivered the metal beams that are needed. Up ahead you can see that I also bought a ramped flatbed trailer so that I could come in with 6 slots of cargo. I delivered the metal beams that are needed, and then I went off to get the concrete blocks, and there aren't enough on this map for me to do that. So, engine off. Let me just go to the map and show you what I mean. So you can only deliver this here for Let There Be Road. The Let There Be Road contract, I think, is here. Yeah, is 3 metal beams, 3 concrete blocks. I brought the metal beams through from the other map with the red trailer. I actually used the new dairy for that, which we'll jump into in a second. And then you also need these 3 concrete blocks. But of the places you can get concrete blocks on this map, there's 2 warehouses and they've only got 1 block each. So I had to get another one through. So you've basically missed some footage of me working out that I'd driven all the way to this map and wasn't able to get the blocks that I needed, and I had to go back. So that was the episode you missed. And the only other thing I did is I fixed this bridge, because I thought to start the episode off that I could fix this gateway from this side. So that's the other thing, is I drove up, I fixed this bridge, drove up to here, got to the point that no, you can't fix that gateway from here, and had to recover my error and drive through with the metal beams, but I didn't have enough blocks for me. I was missing 1 block. So that's the episode you've missed. and a combination of things, but basically it messed with my head enough that I didn't get another episode recorded for a couple of weeks while I was trying to fix that. So I'm going to deliver this one. As you can see, I've already delivered the beams, and there's one more block needed, and that will be in the dairy, because I left the previous recording here with the dairy discovering that at this depot there are no more concrete blocks. There was only one. So I've got to get this dairy back down, and then we'll finish that tunnel off, and then we'll proceed and see what else there is to do. And I think I'm going to do that by going up to the road and then just follow the road down. And then as you can see, I've put the dairy, since the last time you guys saw this dairy, I have put it into 2-slot cargo mode, and it towed that red trailer in Holy Trinity mode quite happily. This was a fire truck with water on it last time you saw it. And it's a real shame. You know, I really tried to get that footage back, or that footage to work, because it was the first time I'd really used this truck. And I gotta say, I like this truck as a cargo vehicle. It's nice. It is plenty of powerful. I put in the big engine as per a couple of people's comments that it really needs a big engine, but I'd unlocked that in the last episode that you guys saw, which was 2 episodes ago for my weak brain, because I've recorded something that I know has happened. But yeah, the last episode that you guys saw, I recovered the big engine for this truck, and it's got decent range, it's got decent power. These I think are the stock tyres. I don't think I put any new tyres on it yet, and they seem okay. They do alright. So yeah, good truck. I like it. It might even replace my Tatra Force as my go-to Holy Trinity trailer truck. That's partly because the biggest thing I like about the Tatra Force has got a big, nice, powerful crane on it versus the rest of the Russian-style trucks with a little blue useless crane. Whereas this, as a Derry, has got the ability to use the yellow crane, which I think has got the same range as the Tatra custom crane has. So yeah, it's a good truck, this. I like it. But a little bit of a... Yeah, from you guys' perspective, I'm cutting straight to finishing this gateway, which is a real shame, because there was a fair bit of work to do this. And it's not like I could go back to a save. You know, as you know, this game doesn't do checkpoint saves that you can roll back. You can kind of manually manage that, but even then I found it a little bit unstable. So what's done is done. This isn't the fastest truck. I'm in 5th gear auto, which is the fastest gear it's got, and you notice it on highway, it feels quite slow, but to be honest, you don't notice it off-road because it maintains momentum off-road and it feels fast enough off-road. It just feels slow when you're on asphalt. So I'm hoping that obviously this recording works. That's a bit of an issue for me, but you know, I've reinstalled everything, so it should work. I am therefore hoping that I'll now get back onto a more stable rhythm of producing videos, because I wanted to hit Ontario hard. And then the other thing to mention, which maybe from a priority perspective I should have mentioned up front, at the time of recording this, there are over 100 wildfires raging in Canada. Alberta and British Columbia are currently going through a lot of what this game, or this particular region, is themed about with the wildfires. So I sincerely hope that none of you guys are directly or indirectly caught up in any of the drama from that, because that's pretty grim. It makes the fact that we're doing this for a game seem a little bit poignant to me. So yeah, I hope you guys are all safe. I know I've got some Canadian viewers that are regular viewers. I hope you guys are safe and not being affected by what's going on in Alberta and British Columbia at the moment. Alright, we'll get the last of these concrete blocks delivered, and we should have a gateway fixed. Okay, no cutscene, it was just magically the rocks all disappeared. Gateway is now accessible. So great you could help us. Now we can freely move around the area and fight fires more effectively. $7,300. Thank you very much. And more importantly, access to get straight down into the other map, which is now highway all the way to a gas station, which is pretty cool. So I don't know what I'm going to do next, so let's have a quick look. So that's 3 deliveries of water to a burned warehouse in, tell you what, putting out the fire storage 1. That feels like an interesting thing to do, because I've not done any water dynamics yet, and it's all in Albany River, so I don't have to deal with, I believe the bug is fixed because there was a patch. But if I now take the dairy back through, turn it back into water truck configuration and do some water delivery. So I came up through here in the previous episode. We're going to see it again in a minute. There is a trailer, a 2-slot trailer. I decided to buy the 4-slot anyway because I needed to move 3 pallets of metal beams. So I wanted 6 slots of cargo on this dairy. But there is a trailer here with small pipes on it. I'm going to leave it there until I know where those small pipes are needed. Yeah, it'd be quite cool to do some waterworks, wouldn't it? And if I remember rightly, we've got a water trailer down near the garage that we discovered in the first episode of this season. I assume that's a water fill-up location, and it is still showing the same, yeah, still showing the same contract. So I could get water from there, but I can also get it near the garage, I think. So I'll drive this down to the garage and I'll cut to that. See you guys in a minute. We'll go in and just change this into water configuration. That one. Carries water and repair. So that'll carry 2,200 litres of water. And we need 4,400. How much does the trailer carry? We'll just top up the fuel here. Turn my engine off. Change truck. Fill the Kodiak. Fill the dairy. I think the dairy's roof is full. I don't think I used any of it in the last episode. Let's just check. Yep. Okay. So we'll go and get the trailer. I hope it'll carry at least 2,200, because otherwise I'm going to have to do multiple trips to each delivery. Which would be a bit annoying. go to put the beacons on, didn't I? I'm in a fire truck. There we go. Can't really see them because it's daylight. Got my Neener beacons on. Squad 101. Yeah, I like it. It's good. It's a bit of fun. I know we don't get to actually put out fires, but it's still a bit of fun. Yeah, I have tagged that. Right, so I don't know if this trailer is empty or not. But let's pop this one up with water. And then attach the trailer and see. Hasn't got the best turning circle. Attach it. Conflict. What? Don't. This can't attach a trailer when it's in fire truck mode. Oh, that makes no sense at all. Well, that makes this truck a lot less useful. Alright, where's my delivery points? So I can pick up from here. So I can deliver in any order. Yeah, you're probably supposed to get the water booms working then first, aren't you? Found out warehouse. You guys have all worked this out already, right? I'm just along for the ride. That trailer, what could it even hold? Because I'm assuming that there's a water tank I could use on another truck that would attach that trailer. Right, let's have another look. What is there in terms of restoring water tower? So there's that one at the top. Needs a cabin and some small pipes. Gives you access to a water station. Water tower 1. Water tower under repairs down here. Not been in that. That's Fog of War still. Not been down there. Well, that didn't go to plan. I am going to do something different. It was suggested that the Loadstar, which I haven't used since Kola Peninsula, is a great truck. So that's $3,500 deployment fee. Is a great truck to use for the Scout trailer because it's a fast truck to get around. Customize it. I'm going to put some different tires on it. Probably UODs. UOD2s. Yeah, there's no muds for it anyway, but UOD2s with the jewelers on the back. It's another $5,000. Worth it though, I think. I'll keep the chains in case I need them in a mural somewhere. Sell those though. Any other changes I need to make? Don't think so. It's not got the most powerful engine, but I don't think it needed it, this one. Yeah, got all the fuel add-ons I can manage. So slightly unplanned, but what we're going to do. Tempted to go and get the prototype trailer, but no. I'm going to drive down here because it did say there was a water tower down here to fix. I'm going to see what else there is. Water boom 1. Yeah, so I'm going to drive down here and then look to follow this road out, come across and have a look at this water boom 1 because that'll give me an idea of what's needed to fix it. Also get this upgrade while I'm there and just do a bit of exploring. I've not got this watchtower yet. Reasonably useful thing to do with this episode. So I will make sure I'm filled up fully with fuel. Fuel. Yep, my chassis add-on is full. So my route actually is out here. And follow that trail south. And we'll just do a bit of a loop across the bottom of the map. And if I end up coming back with the trailer, I will. It's also coming into dusk. One thing I noticed. Coming into dusk, but I'm going to push on for a minute. It's quite a hazy, smoky dust, isn't it? Which fits the theme of the region. Always on, always on. So diff lock. Just reminding myself of the capabilities. I've not driven this since Kola Peninsula, as you saw. Some lights on. We'll have a little bit of a scout. Because clearly I'm not researching this enough, and therefore I need to rely on me scouting it if I'm not going to be looking at MapRunner for the answers. I just wanted to mess around with the water delivery stuff, really. But it's my normal MO is scout and unlock all of the roads that you need to first. Unlock all of the watchtowers. Get as many tasks as you can and try and understand what you have to do before you start doing things. And for the Lost episode and for this one, I've fallen foul of me not following that MO and ending up trying to do deliveries that don't work. Right, so this is a mix of little bits of asphalt with little patches of muddy stuff. Bit of a swampy thing in there. Not seeing any tasks in there. No vehicles stuck. Not that I can see. A bit of a warehouse with a conveyor by the look of it. As we saw in Yukon. Same type of model. Let's have a look and see if there are any tasks or features or things in here. Presumably this is gold processing again in Mining Limited. Oh, another one of the forklifts. Is that mine then? Caterpillar. Yeah, that's another one. So I sold one of the two that you get in Yukon. This has now given me a third one. So I've got one in storage plus this one. That'll probably end up being sold, I should think. Not a fan of the way the telehandlers have been implemented in this game. Don't think anybody is really. Repair point location. That's useful. I'll resupply myself. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, that's useful. Not far from the garage. Might stick the van body add-on onto that ANK and bring it in here and then have a mobile repair base. I don't normally drive much at night for this game, but I did notice when I was getting myself ready for the start of this recording that the nighttime driving It's pretty unique, this zone. There's all red haze, which is pretty grim in a way, but it also makes it look pretty unique. Let's have a look. Don't need that. Oops. Put that ahead of me. There's a water tower here. We'll have a look at that. And then keep along this road. It might even be that we end up coming down this way, the way that this road looks it's going. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Let's also turn off that tracking because we're not going to do that now. So that's the delivery point to fix that water tower. And that's a contract, so no task markers. Yeah, see the red haze that's coming in? I know we've got a red sunset ahead of us as well, but a bit of a red haze to the map because of the fires. Make sure I'm looking in most of the little nooks and crannies to make sure I'm not missing anything obvious. Go to. That looks like a trail up to something, but keep going. This is why the prototype trailer is so useful. It's a lot less easy to miss things. Oh. It's a really nice region. If anybody has got the game and not got the DLCs, I think this is one that's worth it to me. If you're not into buying the yearly season pass and you only buy the DLCs that you may be interested in, to me this is one that would benefit most people. Some gnarly roots there. That looks like a bit of an old quarry that's flooded. Another look at the map. Yeah, so let's see what this water boom needs. There's nothing obvious that I've missed on that road. Nice looking sunset ahead. That might be a screenshot. This is a task rather than a contract. It looks like all of the water booms are. Water boom 1. For easier fire extinguishing, we should think of restoring all of the towers in the area. Start with this one, access to location. So $4,500 plus access to the location. Start tracking it and see what's involved. Metal rolls, metal beam, a metal beam, a metal roll, and a small pipe. So the small pipe could be the trailer, but that might be needed up there. so we'll have a little look around first. Probably the next thing I want to do, if I can squeeze through, is come and grab this upgrade. I don't know what it is. Since I'm here with a scout, I may as well see if I can get through here. Grab that upgrade. Yep, that's a trail. That's nice. So metal roll, beam and small pipes. That's 5 slots worth of cargo. So that's something that the red trailer plus the dairy can do. Is it up there? Looks like it's up there. A little bit of a gnarly location. Put it into low. I would be in the Ford F750 if I didn't need the tow bar. I'm not using it at the moment, but I do want it. Right, there we go. That was just foot off throttle. Focus on engine slowing me down. Bit of engine braking and steerage. What have we got then? An engine, not for the current truck. Powerful enough by modern standards, but not economical at all. Truck list. Okay, so that's my new Zix. Truck, an engine for the new Zix. Not sure if that's the top one or whether it's useful. We'll see. But I've got an engine for the Zix. Cool. Right. Now, I don't know whether that's affordable. Come across there. Or whether I should backtrack. And try and get across this watchtower. It's probably the most sensible thing to do, isn't it? Carrying for tourists. I don't think I've unlocked yet. No. But it doesn't feel... That doesn't look like a fordable river to me. Nope, that's a bit deep. So let's backtrack. Back to the water boom, get it back on the road. There's probably a trail around the beach, but I'm going up to quite a lot higher terrain, so I don't know. I don't want to risk driving along the beach and finding that there's another cliff in my way. Not done an awful lot with the Loadstar, and it's been a long time since I drove it, so yeah. Something interesting, something different. And I am going to push on driving at night. I normally let my driver have a rest break, but just the unique lighting of this region, I wanted to see how it felt. We'll do a little bit of cab view. See how that looks. It's definitely no good for time lapse doing the cab view. It's going to make people motion sick, but looks quite cool. Right, let's just have a quick look. Yeah, I think I'll go and push on this way as a more likely way to get to this watchtower. He says, not knowing what he's talking about, really. We'll go through the water boom area. And I think the next order of business after scouting will be to fix all of these water booms and give me more versatility of where to pick up and deliver water from. And then do the towers afterwards. And then put out the warehouse fires afterwards. Bit of a chicken and egg thing though, because I was hoping to unlock the warehouses to get access to cargo in more areas. Also flooded, bit of mess, isn't it? Which way does the road actually go? Vaguely there and then there. Ugh. This looks a bit messy. Let's see about hugging the left coast of the bog. Somebody wants to get in here with 50 loads of crushed stone, don't they? Back in third person. I think it's just more viewing pleasure, third person. Probably. Right, so we've got a pipe there. I know there's something to do with repairing pipes on this map. And I'm going to say from the colour scheme that's a water pipe. Bit like my Satisfactory playthrough. Nice blue pipes for water. Satisfactory is another game I've got to get back to recording. I didn't want to do two Satisfactories back to back, having not done a SnowRunner for a while. Okay, so this is another task, another water tower by the look of it. And another task in there, and a Scout 800. What's that all about then? Water Boom 2. Listen, buddy, we thought we'd fix the tower ourselves, but something went wrong. Help us out, please. Appreciate it. Access to location, another $4,500. So accept it, track it, and see what it requires. So this is a cabin, metal beams, metal rolls. Where's the watchtower then? We'll get up there. Abandoned transport. Let's go and have a look at that. How do I get up to the watchtower? Not from that side. That's the edge of the map that way. That's the edge of the map that way. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe you could weave a route up through the trees. Iffy though. I'll be a lot more confident if I was in the board. Right, let's see what this one's about. Before we do anything else. Abandoned transport. Can you imagine? I worked in the middle. Oh, I've got this one. I haven't tracked it. So that's the truck. Please bring it here for a price. So where's the delivery point for that? So this is a truck that I was meant to recover, the worker's house. And the worker's house is back near the garage. Okay. Not going to be going that way just yet, mate. Not just yet. What I will do is I will lighten your burden by taking some fuel, and then I'll bring that back later. you later. I think that scout becomes mine when I've delivered it, which is a bit strange. Paying me to recover it and then gives it to me. Generous. Let's just have a look and see if I can get to the watchtower. There it is. It doesn't actually look so high from here. So maybe there is a route. Through these trees? That doesn't look very passable. Let's have a little look around this corner. Going downhill doesn't feel right. Is that a gully I can drive up? Maybe. Quite dense trees though. They look to me like they're placed to stop you doing this. Maybe in the daylight I'd be able to see better. But to me this doesn't look like this truck can get through there. Can I get through that? Is that a gap? Got quite wide hips this old girl, hasn't it? Nah. I don't think this truck's getting through there. Oh, maybe. I wouldn't give up if I was in the board. Let's not quite give up yet. I bet I'm going to get there, expose the watchtower, and there's a really nice easy path up that I usually find. Let's have a look at the map. How far off am I? Wonder if I can get around that way easier. I can see the watchtower. I'll just put a glimpse of it. Cliff top driving, what could possibly go wrong? Whee! Did it! So it is dark unfortunately, but we'll have a cutscene anyway. That does look quite cool, that red lighting. I know it's grim, but it does look cool. I don't think it exposed anything for me though. So let's have a look at the map. At least it's found the bottom of this corner. Oh, okay. 5-slot trailer. Ah, okay. So that water boom is 5 slots of cargo. I wonder if 5 slots is the play then. 5-slot semi-trailer. And just as importantly, it showed me what's in this corner and there's not much more than where I already am, so that's good. What is this building though? Doesn't look like a warehouse. It looks like it's got a conveyor, so it's probably related to the mine. Okay, I don't feel so bad about not having the prototype trailer with me because I think I've found everything on the south edge of the map. So the prototype trailer has got its main job to do is up in the other map. Which is alright, that's not bad. That's not bad progress, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to wrap this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I will get this in edited. Hopefully it works this time. I hope to see you in the next episode. But in the meantime, thank you very much and goodbye.